Hi, I'm here to give you a tutorial on how to do vampire makeup. To achieve the pale, smooth, flawless look we're looking for, it's important to have clear skin. So, I wash my face twice a day and exfoliate to keep my skin smooth and luminous. So, first of all, it's important to conceal any imperfections. I'm quite pale, so I'm using a really light concealer, but find any spots, cover them up. We want to avoid covering up any dark circles under our eyes because we're going to amplify that for effect later. To cover up any red spots or blemishes, it can be helpful to use a green tinted concealer because the green and red cancel each other out and leave you with a nice pale finish. I'm going to use an all-over powder foundation. I have quite a light shade. I use the makeup sponges. They give you really clear, even coverage. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over. You can also use liquid foundation, but with that it's important to use powder afterwards just to set it so you have a really matte finish, because with this look you don't want to end up being shiny. I also have a dusting brush just to give a smooth, flawless finish. Just go over like that. So, because vampires don't sleep, it's really important to get a good under the eye dark circle going. I have a dark eyeshadow color palette. I'm going to take a bit of charcoal. I don't want to use like real black because that'd be a bit too harsh. Just want to apply some of that under the eyes, bring it up in there, make your eyes look nice and hollow. Do that on both sides. Blend that in. Want to make yourself look tired, unhealthy. Next, I'm going to take another palette of brighter colors. I have this bright purple that I want to use. It's important to get the purple undertones. It makes it look much more realistic than just black, because this will just make you look like you have a black eye. So, I want to blend a bit of purple in, like that. I also have this dark bluish charcoal, and you just want to work that in the inner corners of your eyes just to help your eyes look real sunken and unhealthy. I'm using a filbert shaped makeup brush. It's effective to get in all your contours. Next, I am taking a red eyeliner. If you don't have one, you can also use a lip liner. And I'm just gonna go ahead and rim my eyes with it. It just gives you more of that unhealthy appearance for the whole lack of sleep thing. Play that off real well. Alright, and you want to get that in on your waterline. Just want to make your eyes look irritated and as unhealthy as possible. Next, I have a cool tone color palette of eyeshadows and lip stains. I'm going to take this cold dark brown and work it in from the edge of my eyes, and you want to work from this here is called your outer V. You want to start applying the dark brown along your outer V. It'll give you a nice smoky eye effect. I'm taking a complementary shade of a lighter, rustier brown. I'm gonna start there and work it out. Next, I'm going to take a dark charcoal and just go over the rest of the lid. Just make it nice and dark, like that. Next up, although I have very pale skin, I do have red undertones, so what I'm going to do is, I have this light green, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my brow bones and just blend that in. If you do it real light and blend it, you won't really see the green, but it'll give you a nice pale finish because it'll cancel out all the red hues in your skin. If you have yellow skin undertones and not red ones like me, it would be effective to use a purple or a blue to have the same canceling effect. So now I've got the dark eyes that look really sunken and unhealthy. It's coming out pretty well. So next I'm going to use a black liquid liner, and I'm just going to do it on the top lids. It's important to have a steady hand and to try and do this just in one stroke. It comes out best if you don't go over it. I pulled it out on the end in a slight cat eye. I'm going to do this side. Get those even. It's good. Doing the cat eye gives you a very exotic effect, and it evokes a sort of animalistic feeling, which is good for fierce vampire. Next up, of course, is mascara. I just use black. You want to do a couple coats on. You can do your top and your bottom lashes. Some people don't like to do the bottom because it gives you a kind of doll-like effect, but if that's what you're going for, that can be good. And then give it a second to dry and do a couple more coats. Like so. Beautiful. So next up, we want to create more of the unhealthy gaunt look. So with a dark, don't use black because it'll be too harsh, but with a charcoal color eyeshadow, you can either use a large makeup brush or a poof. You want to load up your poof, and then you want to suck in your cheeks so you can see where the hollows are, and then you want to apply the dark color right along your hollows, and it makes you look really gaunt and sunken. And blend that right up. There. Gives you defined cheekbones, a kind of skeletal look. It can also be effective to do the same thing on your temples. You kind of look at the points in the skull where there's a depression, because when you're emaciated, your skin kind of sinks in there. So you want to highlight those areas like that. There. Okay. And now to finish off the look, there are two different options that I like to use for the lips. The first is to take a liquid concealer and apply that to the lips, just like you would lip gloss, and blend that in. The really pale lips with the matte finish give you a good starving, I haven't seen the sun in weeks sort of look, which is good. But your other option for a more romantic, just fed look is to take a dark red lipstick and apply. Like so. As you can see, I've put on a corset to finish the romantic vampire look. Also helpful, I put up my hair earlier. Just let your hair come down in loose waves. You can get a romantic wave going that looks nice. To help finish off the look, I'm putting on a silver choker, kind of a chandelier style. Another optional accessory that I'm using is I have an old corsage of dead, dried out flowers that I'm going to put in my hair. I'm pulling back just half of it, leaving some waves hanging down. You can see that. And finally, though not totally necessary, it adds a great touch. Personally molded fangs. You can get them at most Halloween stores. They come with stuff that molds them directly to your teeth, so they're a perfect fit. And that just about completes it.